similar phrase, you absolutely have to be baptized.
Yes.
But what do you have to be baptized into?
Well, let's start with the word, the baptized. It's a Greek word. The Greek word was baptizo. And so the word that we use, baptize, is not really an English word. It is a transliteration of a Greek word. And it just simply means to submerge or to be immersed into or put under or placed into. It was a word that was used in ancient times when they would forge weapons, swords or even tools, plowshares or something. And to harden the tool, they'd heat it up red hot and then they'd put it down under or into a bath of oil or water to harden the metal. We call it tempering, or not tempering, but hardening. So that's what the word meant, to fully submerge something. Well, we read in Romans 6, for example, that we have been submerged into Christ. And if we've been submerged into Christ, we've been submerged into his death. Well, the death was the cross. So the Spirit of God has taken us and put us into that death. And he says, having been put into the death, you're also in his resurrection. Well, you wouldn't have that resurrection if you weren't submerged into his death. There's nothing in there that says anything about a water ceremony. But the ceremony was given to be a parable, as the Lord spoke only in parables, it says. He made a parable for us that we could do something by putting someone down into water to represent that being put into the death of the Lord. And having been put into the water momentarily, you're brought up to represent the resurrection from it. If you just held that person under there for a while till the bubbles quit coming up, they would die. But thankfully, the Lord put us into the cross and immediately resurrects us and into a new life. So the ceremony, which we call baptism, is a parable to give us a clear understanding or a better understanding of what being put into Christ really means. And of course, we do have to do that. If you're not put into Christ, you don't have any hope. But the ceremony is there to benefit us, to help us learn something, to teach it, to make it more clear to us. If we did not do the ceremony, that wouldn't change the fact you have a saying, whether you like it or not. If you've been put into Christ and into his resurrection, you have life, whether you like it or not. Good to do the water ceremony to give you a clearer understanding of it and to be a testimony to the people around. It actually testifies to yourself and to the church around you, to the public world, and to angels, it says, that you have been put into the death of the Lord. Not the ceremony. The real thing is being put in it, but the ceremony is a picture of that, a parable. The Lord spoke with lots of parables, pictures of things. Parable is not the real thing, it's just an illustration.